What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Real Hunting. We went for the good reels, so you don't have to. It's your boy Brad, the Brett Man's right over there, and welcome to the tail end here, the tail end of Good Real Hunting 2021, where we've been celebrating Halloween all month long. We've had a great time so far, so be sure to check out our videos from this month over. We got a link over Brett's head over there. It's coming to a close, but that doesn't mean it's over yet, because today we have an exciting review for you from a fan film that just came out today called the Haddonfield Nightmare, Brett Ned, from our friend Braden Timmons.
Oh yeah, Braden Timmons, baby!
Yay! So this is one we've been looking forward to for some time. I actually did a trailer reaction a while back for it too when that dropped.
Yeah, and we did a trailer reaction. I did a solo trailer reaction for the official trailer. So yeah, be sure to check those out. And another playlist, that is our fan film playlist right there. So there's another one for you. So check it out, because we do support fan films on this channel. And definitely Braden's film, the Haddonfield Nightmare. We are so jacked about it. And it just came out at a perfect time too. Just look the success of Halloween Kills, and everybody's in the Michael Myers Halloween spirit. Dadgummit, this movie's going to do it for you, and we're going to talk about it.
Haddonfield! Yep, so this is actually a sequel to Halloween, unofficial sequel, I should say, to Halloween H20, which is very interesting. And let's just get into this thing. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys in case you haven't seen it yet. We want to get, kind of the word out. So if you haven't seen it yet and you're here, you're safe to watch this and then check out after. Brett, if there's anything you want to say at the end, spoiler-wise, we can do that.
Yes, and I am going to put up that spoiler alert, so you will get plenty of warning before we go into that. But I got to know, because we got a little bit of an early access to this video, so we got to saw this. So, Brad, I got to know, what do you like about this?
One thing I liked a lot is, doing a sequel to H20 was a tough freaking order to do right there. That's a tough task with the way H20 ended. Resurrection couldn't do it very well. So I thought the way they kind of explained H20 here and stuff early on, again, it's going to be tricky because of the way H20 ended, but I thought they did a better job of kind of explaining those sequences here than they did in Resurrection. Even it makes more sense, right? A little bit more, more questions being thrown out to the ether and things like that. And I think that's what you need in this situation, instead of something definitive that Resurrection tried to throw at us. So I like that. And Michael Myers, man, the shape, Braden himself looking good in this thing, man. I think his mannerisms were actually pretty spot on. The dude that did H20, I thought the mannerisms were pretty good, pretty solid.
Yeah, and easily this fan film of the Haddonfield Nightmare is better than Resurrection. So, Chad, if you're listening, sorry, not sorry. But I'm just kidding. But seriously, guys, it's like I said it in a quote. If you've been following the Haddonfield Nightmare Facebook page, where Braden was nice enough to use one of my quotes for this movie for my early review. This is the proper sequel to H20. This is the direction I wanted H20 to go versus the Resurrection that we got instead, which it just didn't make sense. This one with the story easily made sense. And plus, John Tate is such an interesting character, which, by the way, I thought the actor that played John Tate was really damn solid. Easily, he looked the part, too. So, like, if John Tate grew up like 22 years, because this was set of 22 years after the events of H20. That's what I would think what John Tate would look like. And I actually thought it's pretty cool to have him be a psychology professor, just because of how he wants to study Michael Myers, or trying to understand what makes him kind of like snap, But as he says in the movie, we don't know. And guess what? We don't want to know. So I thought that was great. And the Haddonfield Nightmare, it just feels like a damn Halloween movie, man. You get like the vibes, the fall setting, the darkness, the shape. It's all great, man.
Yeah, so Chris Durand is the guy who does Michael in H2. I don't know what I was thinking a minute ago, but yeah, I liked all that. One thing, also this movie is it's a long fan film. It's an hour and 20 minutes. And I was a little bit worried about that going in, just because, already it's such, it's going to be such a low budget. You're not going to have a lot of money to put into it. So when you stretch that budget out over, to an hour and 20 minutes, it's, you can, worry that maybe you're spread out too thin, but I really didn't feel that here. At the end of the day, I think they did a really good job with the runtime and giving some characters some time to kind of build up a little bit more so than you usually get in a fan film. So I thought that was kind of nice, and I really all the characters were pretty solid with John and his daughter and some of the other kids and
Lauren.
stuff. Yeah, Lauren,
Mhm.
and some of that other stuff was good. And there were some good callbacks to the franchise too, man. I particularly like the scene, our intro to John when he's doing his professor thing. And there's a couple different quotes. I'm not going to throw them out here until you guys see the movie, of course. But he kind of calls back to the Thorn trilogy a little bit in some of the dialogue and some of the other stuff. And I thought that was kind of funny. And there was a great callback to Halloween 2, 1981, in the third act of the movie that I really enjoyed. And one scene in particular involving this one girl that talks to herself was actually pretty good with pretty solid tension throughout that scene. For this thing. So I thought that was really cool. I won't say more than that on it because we want to get you guys through it. But I thought that was really cool and really felt vintage Michael there. So I liked it.
Yeah, absolutely. And and you could just also too with Braden, he obviously excuse me, he obviously respects the Halloween franchise. And you could just tell like with the nods and all that. And they were just like quick nods too. Like he doesn't like make them distracting,
Yeah.
So like you could just tell this whole film was just handled with care. So Braden, to you and your team, amazing job for what you have done. And I just really enjoyed this. I can't wait for my Blu-ray to get here so I could put this right beside H2O because it deserves that spot.
Oh yeah. One other thing that was really good was the score, was the music.
Yes.
I thought it for an original, fan film thing. I thought it was really solid, and yeah, man, it had some good beats in there for sure.
Yeah, especially John Tate's theme. That one was really damn solid.
Yeah.
So, do you have any more positives?
I think that's it at the moment, man. I think I think it had some. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Without going into spoilers and stuff, I think that's. Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty, and do you have any negatives? Which Braden's don't kill us, but there are some negatives. So,
well, we're here to give honest feedback, right? So that's the way we gotta look at it. I think overall, don't take anything the wrong way here, my friend. This is all just, we're doing this thing of digging into it. Really, I mean, I really don't have a lot of issues with it though. Really, the biggest thing, and you run into this with any kind of low budget fan film deal or even low budget indie films and things like that. There were some things with the writing that could have been done a little bit differently and things like that. Not as far as like the characters and the dialogue. I thought the dialogue wasn't that bad. It was pretty solid, especially at this level. The dialogue was good, but just a couple things involving cops at one point showing up at somebody's house and then leaving and coming back and things like that. Some things could have been cleaned up a little bit, but at the end of the day, I think it was a really good story, and the pacing wasn't bad at all. It was solid.
Yeah, I didn't have much issue with the pacing, but there were times where I had a little bit of difficulty of hearing some of the actors, which I don't think that's an audio issue. I think that's just more like an actress like not speaking high enough. But me and Brad have a little bit of experience, so like it's not easy making a film.
Yeah, no.
It's so like trust me, we know. So I'm not harping on it much, but I just at times where I'm just like, damn, I'm gonna have to put this up to 100. But and then there's sometimes too where it's like out of focus shots that kind of got distracting a little bit, like when the officers go to John's house for the first time. It's really noticeable there. But again, technology can be a real pain in the butt sometimes. So I'm not harping on it too much, but those are just some things that I noticed. And I think there's also a couple, like just maybe a scene or two that I feel like just wasn't needed. I feel like you could have shortened it just a hair. But yeah, I'm with Brad though. I don't have too much negatives on this, just some little ones.
Yeah, I think I think overall it's solid. And us saying that, it's not a bad thing at all. You did a hell of a lot better a job than we could have done, and a hell of a lot better than a lot of people have done in the past. So it's not, nothing bad there. You just run into that, when you don't have, when I'm sure, there hasn't, this is early on in the career of Braden Timmons. There's going to be more and better things coming. I can guarantee you that. And overall, I think it's a very good outing overall, very solid. Really just, a couple character decisions, a couple little moments that could have been cleaned up a little bit, and I think you're good. But those character decisions, we see that in every one of the freaking movies in the franchise, so that's not even a big deal at all. But yeah, solid stuff, man. Very good.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have anything else you want to mention before we go to a quick spoiler talk?
No, man, I think I'm good.
All right. So this
You
is
want to rate
going
it
to be
first?
Yeah, let's go ahead and rate this bad boy. Good job. We don't when we treat fan films, like, we are respecting it and making it and treating it like an actual film. So we're not giving it like a special treatment and all that, because if it's a fan film rating, I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. But I'm treating it like an actual movie, and that's coming with major respect. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. Again, it is a proper sequel to H2O. I have a really good time with it. Way better time than Resurrection. So thank you, Braden, for even cleaning up that mess. But again, it has some problems with it, but nothing too bad where it takes you out of it. You're still going to have a good time for an hour and 20 minutes.
Absolutely, man. I agree with those numbers entirely. Actually, I'll agree with you on that. I think a fan film, it's one of the best Halloween fan films I've seen. It might be my favorite Halloween fan film I've seen, honestly. I haven't seen them all, but I've seen most of the big time ones. And this one, there's a lot of story here, and it's good, and it meshes nicely with H2O. It's a solid sequel. So I'll agree with that. Again, when you're comparing it to other movies, real movies, yeah, we'll put it at a 3. Just because of the the low budget things and things like that. But at the end of the day, a very solid outing.
Oh, that's awesome, man. So that is going to be an Average Joe's Gymnasium rating.
Yes.
Average Joe's Gymnasium.
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
That's right.
Alrighty, so guys, we're just real quickly, we're not gonna go too deep into it. So this is going to be our spoiler section. So if you have not seen the Haddonfield Nightmare, go over to Braden Timmon's YouTube channel where you can watch an hour 20 minutes of badassery. So you will have been warned.
Absolutely, man.
Brad, what did you think about the ending?
The ending was good. Now that's one of the issues as far as some of the character decisions go that stood out was there in the third act a little bit with John, with the way that, and again, this is we've seen this in the actual movies too. It's not just this movie, trust me, but whenever he knocks his ass out and he puts him in the car and then he takes him out to the end, to the Smithsgrove.
Yeah.
And then, just chop his head off, run him over, But I liked how he went back to Smithsgrove. I thought that was cool. The ending there, that callback to Halloween 2 was awesome. Mm-hmm. I love that where he shoots his ass, and those effects were really good too. That you had in there, and obviously where he doesn't have a pulse, and he sits up and kills his ass. Well, almost kills his ass. I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah, it's that was easily Halloween 2, and I was like, yes, I know what's coming. But yeah, I thought the ending was really fun. Just the battle between John and Michael Myers was really fun. But just a little issue I have, it just ended all of a sudden. Just like John beat him with the pipe, got the officer, got out, and then you saw Michael's hand twitch. The end. How I kind of would have done it, if it were me, I would have had the officer and John walk out of the building, meet up with his daughter and their daughter's friend, then drive off, and then go back to Michael, and then with the hand twitch, then that's it. And I just felt like it was just all too sudden.
Is that you got more to say with that?
No, that's pretty much all I want to address. But just at the end of the day, I had such a damn good time with this. I agree with you. This is easily one of the best Halloween fan films out there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I hope you get to do more, Braden. If you're watching, keep rocking and rolling with this stuff. I like it. I like the direction you're going with it. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun, and just a different direction to see from these fan films, because a lot of them kind of stick to the 2018 or the original storyline. Seeing this alternate storyline of H2O is really cool, so I love that. And man, keep rocking.
Yeah, absolutely, Braden. And again, congratulations to you and your team. You all did a fantastic job, and we are honored to review your movie. So again, Great job, my friend. So we're going to go ahead and close it on out here. So guys, what did you all think about the Haddonfield Nightmare, the Halloween fan film, and the unofficial sequel to H2O? Did you all have a really good time with this? And do you think Braden and his team did a fantastic job and knocked it out of the park? Or do you have some issues with this fan film? Let us know in that comment section down below, and let's get that discussion rolling.
And if you want to help us fund the good reels, you can do so by funding us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. You're already on YouTube, Letterboxd. All those links are going to be in the description for you to find down below.
Dude, you could just tell how jacked he is about the Haddonfield Nightmare. And I'm just as jacked too, so be sure to like this video, share, and subscribe. And of course, ring that bell, ding, 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 so y'all know when the next video's up and ready. And I know Braden and his team would really be appreciative if you shared this fan film around in all your socials. And because we're easily going to do that.
Yes, please do. And happy Halloween, Michael.
Ow, that gun, don't hit the microphone.
Everybody not named Michael, too. Happy Halloween.